The last that we worked was Ghungru, and from there, Sid just wanted to make something a little more, in his zone. The space that he wanted to explore was a little more high tech in terms of even choreography. Less is more is what the brief was, and play on styling, play on the vibe of Pathan, play on the vibe of both the characters. He didn't want them to dance in the most hectic manner. He just wanted them to be cool, chilled out, two very mature couples having a great time, and basically celebrating the title Pathan. We went to Spain and there was very little time. They had about only 3 days, and I think after that Khan Sahab just came in and he saw and he said, Sid, ye theek lag raha hai tere ko? Okay, so he did explore the other moves also, and I think once that was locked, in 3 days he kind of spent time after he was shooting. So he was shooting he was shooting throughout the day, and then he would come at 10:30, 11 and rehearse till about 1:32. Well, that's the commitment that Khan Sahab has. Always very refreshing to see him dance, and it's always a pleasure to make him dance. So it's quite a journey for us. That was Sid's idea. He came up with something. He's like Bosco. He had this idea which when we were on set, and there was a beautiful setting that we had. It had that whole flamenco dancers, and we were celebrating this, and he came up with this idea saying, why don't we just celebrate Khan Sahab's move, and we'll kind of make that, glorify that, and make it a visible, make it celebrate his move in a different manner. I think the way it's come out is it's quite cool, and we use this camera which is Phantom, which does super slow motion shots, and it was beautiful. I think the white one where he's walking on the promenade, it's bang on. He looks really cool, and the body language that he owns a certain body language. You don't have to tell him what to do. He knows it exactly how to position himself for camera. And I think there was a cool thing that happened. There was a vintage car that was kept, and the light was dropping, and I had this plan of shooting some beauty shots and some really cool shots with them, and suddenly we blocked the entire street, and we got some really cool shot. It looks so international. It looks like one of these Bond films, the way it was captured and the way we went crazy shooting those visuals. I think it's the energy, it's the vibe, it's Adi sir giving us this whole festive feeling. We are celebrating this in one of the most expensive locations, Spain. To go there with a unit, it's not that easy to just come and shoot this in the manner that we have done. So it's hats off to Adi sir and YRF, the way they have let us mount this song. It's just been an experience, and Sid been believing in me all the time and letting me do what I want to. It's been a pleasure to be a part of his vision. I think we just took off from where we left. Every time we take off on something that the last time, before Ghungru, it was Bang Bang. So it just became, now how are we going to reinvent ourselves? And then Ghungru came in. So when Ghungru came in, we were like, okay, what are we going to make Hrithik to? How are we going to? So that hook step really caught on. And then when he came next, he said, bro, this is your next is Pathan. Now, how are you going to make SRK dance is your baby? You go for it. There's a lot of sessions that we had. There's a lot of brainstorming that we did. My team came up with a lot of hook steps, and I think eventually we cracked something that's universally approved, that's universally achievable, and that was the best part of it. It's beautiful to choreograph the Badshah of Bollywood, so it's not such a difficult task. I think the hard-working person that Khan Sahab is, that he just puts in everything, and you feel like you want to give him your best that is there, and you can't compromise, or you can't fall flat on that. You have to give it your best, because that's where you celebrate this person who's been with us for such a long time and has been entertaining us for over 3 decades.